Hello everybody, this is Mitty Man coming from you from Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. But nevertheless, this is an encouragement, and it also a video get well card to our partner and the president and founder of TBN Network, Trinity Broadcasting Network, Brother Paul Crouch. We want to say, Paul, that we know and we've heard about your ordeal with your health issues, and that for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and matter of fact that you've come through what perhaps the worst part of it, and we thank God that he brought you through it, and we asking God to keep you up, build you back up to 100%, so that you and Matt can go on and continue doing what you're doing. And we just want to say we are very, very proud of you, Paul, and you and Lady Jan. I must admit, I found out about TBN right during my military days. And matter of fact, I'm quite sure that Jan knows something about this. That we had a tank. I was a tank mechanic, and we had a tank during the Desert Storm. We called Little Jan. They named the tank after Jan. It wasn't my unit, but I'm aware of it because I was a tanker. The M1A1 tank, Abrams tank, and that's the one that we named one of the tanks Little Jan. And that was the only tank from sources that told me that did not get a scratch on it during the whole ordeal of that whole campaign of Desert Storm. So Paul, we saying that we know God got you in his hands and he's keeping you. And he's going to I believe that he's going to get you right back to 100%, so you and Matt could continue to do the work that y'all have been doing, TBN. And Lady Jan and Lady Laurie, we know that behind every great man there's a great woman, and so we know you got to have a great woman behind it, because if you don't, you cannot do anything that you do. So we're just saying, Paul, we glad to have been a part of TBN as a partner. Matter of fact, that well, I've been like I say, I've been following TBN for quite a few years, but mainly, especially after I got out of the military and during the 90s. I never will forget, I was going through a dark point in my life at that time, one of my dark points, and it was on TBN that I first saw Dwight Thompson, and it was Dwight, and Dwight was speaking on and talking about when Peter messed up, and he was preaching about the Holy, when the Pentecost came, it was fully confident. He was talking about Peter, and Peter jumped up and preached the sermon. Said he messed up one time, but he's not messing up no more, and he just kept on. And Dwight, as we know, how Dwight Thompson can beautifully and powerfully preach a sermon. And then there's one thing that encouraged me when he said, after we have suffered for a little while, you know, now that stuck with me, and it got me over a very, very crucial point in my life. And I never will forget that, and I will ever be grateful for TBN. And in any way, shape, form, and fashion, anything that I can do to support TBN, I will always do that. So Paul, we're saying get better. We're hoping that God return you back to 100%, so you and Matt can keep on doing what you're doing. And it's spreading of the gospel across the world, because it's very much so needed. The harvest is white, but the laborers are few. But we know for without a doubt, that TBN is doing what it's supposed to do. No doubt about it. TBN is on the move. The broadcasting, I think it said, Matt said, the family of networks had a little bit of name extension on that, and I like that as well. So we just saying, Paul, keep on keeping on. Lady Jan, you and Lady Jan have been inspirational to many. A lot of them you won't even know about it until we all get to heaven. But you, Trinity Broadcasting Network, have affected millions of people. Some that you don't even know about yet. So with that said, Brother Paul, we are asking God to give you strength and get you back 100%. And you and Matt, y'all keep on keeping on. Lady Jan, Laurie, y'all, I know y'all going to do exactly what needs to be done. So with that being said, this is old Mitty Man saying peace and goodbye.